Shalom. First and foremost, Kol Halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, Bashem Rafakwadash. The Lord State Apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways. Noise in Israel, abroad, all around the world, to the spirit and power of our Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. So, you just had these tornadoes that ripped across, Central America, down in the south, Tennessee and Kentucky and Arkansas and all these states in the U.S. And pretty much it's the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, because Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is visiting this place. It's bringing, plagues upon America, for its wickedness. And ultimately, it's just about time for this place to go down. And in the process of this place going down, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is going to wreak havoc, upon this place. Like Egypt, like ancient Egypt. Before ancient Egypt, when we were in Egypt, in captivity in Egypt, before ancient Egypt went down, what happened? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshua was wreaking havoc on that place by the way of the 10 plagues, So it's no different than this Egypt, because this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt all over again. And this Egypt is just going to receive the same fate as ancient Egypt did. But ultimately this place is going to fall a whole lot harder than ancient Egypt, because this America is going to go out by way of thermonuclear destruction, never to be built back up again. But let me just get into this real quick. It says, article reads, it says, several weather threats loom for Central America, U.S., And normally, you will have these tornadoes that will take place, sometime within the fall, within the spring. But you have these tornado threats, these tornadoes ripping havoc or wreaking havoc, in the month of December. And, these weather patterns, these weather changes is just only going to get worse, as the days go on. But I'm going to get into this article. It says, forecast says significant severe weather threats will unfold across parts of Midwest from late Wednesday into Wednesday night. The danger will include tornadoes with the potential for some to touch down at nighttime. You see, these tornadoes is happening at nighttime. Normally, you'll see these tornadoes in the day, you know what I mean? But for a tornado to touch down in the nighttime, at night, that's even more dangerous. Because you can't even see these tornadoes, You can't predict where they're going to hit or where they're going to strike, The tornadoes would generally target areas with, north and west. For those that were ranged by a deadly and devastating tornado outbreak late last week, but there will be the risk of several thunderstorms and drenching rain to slow recovery efforts across potential of the Mississippi Valley that were plummeted by tornadoes. Dozens of people have been killed, and officials fear fatal counts may continue to climb as stretch operations for those still unaccounted for continue. You see, it's this is all judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, at the end of the day, for you devils, because you devils, man, y'all wicked as hell. And now Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is starting to visit you by the way of these storms, and these are the tempestuses, so you devils, the chickens has come home to roost now, Your wickedness and your lying and your cheating is catching up with you now. And now it's time for you to be judged. and face the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, so the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is just systematically breaking your place of rulership down by the way of these storms. And there's gonna be a whole lot more of the plagues that's gonna plague you devils, you know, because this is just the beginning. You know, this is only the beginning, you know, and it's gonna get a whole lot worse for you devils. So let me just get a precept real quick, get a verse. So this is the verse right here. This is Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storms and tempests and flames of devouring fire." So this is how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is visiting America, you know, aka Babylon. Because, you know, we see those flames of fire out there in California, you know, these wildfires that break out, you know, and Esau can't contain them, you know. Neighbors, houses being destroyed, being on fire, you know. Destroying people's houses, you know, doing millions and millions of dollars in damages. You know, like these tornadoes, you know, that's ripping across, you know, people's property. You know, destroying their houses, flipping over their cars, you know. You know, cutting out the electricity, you know, no power, no water, you know. We just had a similar situation that took place up here in Massachusetts, like a month ago, you know. Yeah, this storm or whatever that came through, you know, that clearly knocked out all kind of power. Nobody had power, no electricity. You know, down in you know, somewhere, you know, by the South Shore. You know, people lining up for gas, people fighting over gas and things like that. You know, so the Lord is visiting America, and these storms, they're only just gonna get even worse and worse and worse. You know, because now it's time for you devils to pay and eat the dust. You know, through the Spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So I'm going to end it here, you know, and I'm going to say shalom.